Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the grand custom battle map that is Karak Kadrin. Holy shit, just take a look at this map. I am literally blown away by it. The amount of amazing modding that has happened in the past week is just crazy. The fact that these custom tools have only been out for a week and people have already managed to create things like this is awesome. It makes me so excited for the future of Total War Warhammer, and just, you know, imagine what the maps are going to be like in a month's time or a year's time, or when Warhammer 2 gets sent out and all them factions have custom maps made for them. It's just going to be absolutely crazy. So we are at Karak Kadrin, the Slayer Keep, and Ungrim is going to have to try and defend against a mighty orc army. This is an online battle, and I want to thank the person who was commanding the orcs. He did have to, you know, reset his army, and we kind of messed around a bit to make this battle a bit more closer. So a massive thank you for him. He definitely put up with me, but it's going to turn into an amazing battle. At the moment, I'm moving my soldiers up into position. They're getting ready to hold this bridge pass, but I mean, again, I just can't talk about this map enough. I don't want to keep saying it's awesome, but it fucking is amazing. Like the detail over here, we have a Slayer skull over here, like a huge, I guess it's like maybe like a demon prince or something. Apologies if that is, you know, something completely wrong. Educate me in the comments. Let me know what that skull is. But yeah, absolutely crazy. This is going to make me 100% do more Total War Warhammer in the future when there's maps like this. If you guys want to see more Total War Warhammer, let me know. If you want to see more maps like this, go down, drop a comment, drop a like on this video, and let me know. Also, make sure to send me in maps as well if you have any. You know, more maps like this I can have epic battles on. But I mean, this bridge, this goddamn bridge. And I love the way he has these dwarves holding it up as well. Oh, it's just so epic. So we'll run through my armies and stuff, and then we'll get straight into this battle. It goes off with a massive boom as I have some dwarven warriors ready to hold this bridge for as long as possible to allow Ungrim to form up his mighty Dowie host in the I guess the kind of like the plains of outside Karak Kadrin. And it's going to be awesome as well if they ever manage to get these into the campaign as well, which I imagine they probably can do. So it's going to be so cool when we do have these, you know, unfortified towns which you can fight over, which actually have a custom map instead of, say, just being an open field. And I'm just really excited. If you're not excited about the future of Warhammer, like, because I'm someone who doesn't really enjoy Warhammer that much, but playing this battle was just amazing. Like, playing this battle on this map really just blew me away, and I was like, yeah, this is what Warhammer is all about. And yeah, just massive congrats to the guy who made this map. He has re-sparked my love for Warhammer. So we'll run through the army comps. If you want to skip this, you can click the timestamp in the description. That'll take you straight to the beginning of the battle. Should be right at the top there for you guys to click. So, if we look at my front line, I have these Dwarven Warriors, just basic units. I have a Thane leading them. Ungrim has tasked this Thane to hold here for as long as possible. The Grudge Throwers have already begun to shoot, so we will pause it because we don't want to miss any of this action. So yeah, these soldiers are tasked with the Thane to hold this. I have some of the Dwarven Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. These guys are pretty strong, and they've got burning axes, so what's not to love there. We move back, I've got a Grudge Thrower. I've got some Thunderers here ready to put down some fire, because I did see that the enemy does have some Giants. We continue to move back. I have an organ gun set up here just to pepper them as they break through that main line. Again, I've got some Longbeards here holding kind of this path, the final part of the bridge. Then I've got some, this is a heroic unit, is it not? Yeah, the Peak Gate Guard Hammerers. They look sick. Oh, this game, you know, this map has just literally revitalized my love for Warhammer. It really has. So I've got some Flame Drakes back here, some more Thunderers, and as we move back, I have a Runesmith who I believe is moving up to the second layer of defense. I have Ungrim right here. I have a group of Slayers. Then as we move back, I have some Bugman's Rangers. They're going to be my main crossbow force. Then we have a Goblobber, I believe this is. Yeah, a Goblobber. My main line does consist of more Longbeards. We have the Ironbreakers back here, who are going to be a mighty foe. Then I've got some Hammerers. On this right flank, I have some, the heroic, I guess, Regiment of Renowned, I think they're called, Dragonback Slayers right here. You know, we are at Karak Kadrin, so I thought it was fitting I brought them. I've got some cannons set up, but just imagine how many cool battles and how many scenarios we can have just on this map alone, and there's so many more. So yeah, I'm super excited. We'll run through the enemy army really quickly. We have have some of the Savage Orc Boar Boys right here. We've got a Giant, we've got some Savage Orc Biguns. That kind of makes up a majority of this Orc army. Then we've got some more Boar Biguns. We've got an Arachnid. We've got another Giant. We've got some Black Orcs ready to move in. And I believe we also have some Orc Boys back here somewhere, along with Wazug as well. So yeah, let's go and get this battle started. We'll kick off with my artillery strikes, smashing away at these Orc Boys, because I really wanted to kill these guys, because I know that they're going to rip through my main line as they slowly advance. Oh, look at that fortress. And how amazing would it be if they ever do add in us being able to create siege battles, modders being able to create siege battles, but we could have this battle, and then, you know, then you could have another battle within the city. Like, imagine how cool that would be. Like, you actually break through these gates and then go into the actual city. That'd just be amazing. It really would be. So the artillery is doing a great job right now at whittling down the numbers right here. My Thane is pushed out. He is ready to lead the men. His lord, his king, has given him the order to charge forward. And that's exactly what he's going to do with his men at his back, ready to hold this line as the Boar Boys charge in. And the Thane gets sent flying as these Boar Boys charge in and smash my Dragon Warriors right here on the bridge. He does get back up though and ready to jump straight back into the fight. The artillery is going to keep on pushing, but there's so many orcs right here. It's going to be dangerous as hell to break through this. But the dwarfs, the Dowie, are strong, and they will not give up idly as their fortress is threatened. They will die for Ungrim if that is what is ordered of them. This Giant ripping through my main line and sending these Dragonfire Pass warriors to the ground. That guy just getting absolutely smashed. I'm not sure if these guys have anti-large right here. Let's have a look. Do they have anti-large? I'm not sure if they do. No, they have defense against large, but not anti-large. So, you know, this Giant is going to be doing a lot of damage. However, he is taking quite a few casualties. I believe as well I'm going to be setting up my Thunderers now to start shooting into this Giant, and the Grudge Throwers are moving across as well. As the Giant is just tearing, we got the Rock Thrower as well, shooting the men. The Thunderers are getting perfect shots off at this Giant, whittling him down, but he is doing so much damage to my men right now. If we slow the camera up completely and also slow up the rotation as well. I'm not sure actually how you slow up the rotation on Warhammer. We'll give it a go by doing this and just see. That's kind of helped out a bit. We'll get some really nice shots. Here we go. That's what we want to see. The artillery's coming in. Oh, it's so brutal right there. And that dwarf just gets smashed and thrown to the side there. The artillery is still going. We've got a huge amount of enemy soldiers still just ready to come through this bridge. My main line is starting to get overwhelmed now. That is not too good for us. That dwarf just gets his head chopped off and thrown to the ground. I do still have a line of dwarfs ready to hold back at this bridge, because the main goal here was just to try and slow up the enemy as much as possible. And as I said, it's not really a very tactical battle at all. You know, we just had a fun. It's very cinematic and stuff. But again, look at the detail right here on the statues with the flags coming down right here on the bridge. So this bridge looks amazing. And if we get a nice little zoom out right here, oh my god, I am moist inside. I think I need to go change my pants after this because they are soaking wet. Look at this. This is Warhammer right here. And it's a shame that, you know, this wasn't, you know, in the base game. It's understandable. Warhammer is huge and it's hard for the developers to, you know, to create stuff like this. So I completely understand. But I'm so excited they've given us the tools to do it. They've given the modders, the modding community. And I think this is going to make the modding community completely thrive because... oh my god, this is sick. And if you're enjoying it, please let me know down below in the comments as the Savage Orcs push through my front line and they're onto my second line. I believe the Thane as well has given his life. He has given his life to defend this line. He gave an oath to Ungrim, who is currently sitting back with the rest of the Dowie army, that he was going to hold this. He was going to give his life and try and buy Ungrim as much time to form up his army, and that is exactly what he has done. If we zoom right in here as well, we can completely see the engagement will go out like this with the statue in the background. We've got the giant there. These Savage Orcs are going to be hard to defeat, especially just with my Dwarven Warriors. I believe I have almost, as soon as he broke from my front line, yeah, you can see I've decided to start pushing back my main force here. I'm just trying to get these grudge throwers out of here because I know that they'll be very, very useful going forward. I've got my organ guns set up, my Longbeards. The rest of the army has now formed up as well outside the gates of Karak Kadrin. And we'll turn around the camera and view the enemy line there as they slowly start to break through. If we press K, if you guys want to see the unit healths of my men, you can see that they are dropping very, very quickly right now. The morale has almost gone. The giant is again just breathing his awful breath on the enemy, and the Savage Orcs are now pushing down through the sides of the dwarfs as they decide to run. That giant is just trampling through the enemy lines. Oh my god. And I believe that these Savage Orcs are running down my Thunderers, who are so bravely trying to escape. And I believe that these Thunderers do decide to turn around and stop. The organ gun has now opened up on the enemy back line there. And these Thunderers know that they're not going to escape. They have a massive horde of Savage Orcs running towards them. They're going to unleash a volley, pinning back several Savage Orcs. That Savage Orc getting his head blown apart. But then they are going to pull out their axes, whip out their shields, and throw themselves into combat. And this is amazing because it's biding a ton of time for this organ gun just to constantly keep shooting and picking away as many of these Savage Orcs as possible. And as we're just going down this battle line, look at this. As we just keep moving, it's just an endless tide, an endless green tide right here, moving across the bridge. And as well as this, I'm only playing a 1v1, but I'm pretty sure you can have multiple people play on this. So imagine if we managed to get like a 3 vs 3 on this map or something, how awesome that would be. And again, we're still going. Look how big the Savage Orc army is. We've got an Arachnarok back there and a giant as well. It's going to be dangerous for sure. So I believe the Thunderers are now gone. The organ gun is still unleashing hell, trying to pick away as many of these Savage Orcs as possible. But I think their time is soon to be up. Reload. Goddamn, reload as fast as you can, boys. Getting 1 or 2 volleys off. You see the destruction they're causing there. Oh, that was a point blank one right there. The siege crew are now going to be getting attacked. However, they are now coming up against these Dowie, these Longbeards, and the Longbeards are much better than the Dwarven Warriors, so they are going to be able to buy Ungrim some more time. We have a Runesmith charging into the combat. Make way, make way. He is going to be popping his oaths as well. What oaths are we doing? The oath of the Rune of Oath and Steel. He's going to be popping that one out, and he is making his way in deep into the enemy line right now, trying to break into killing that giant. So that's impressive by him. How healthy is the giant right now? So the giant is actually pretty low, but he is not going to give a fuck about that, and he's just going to trample on my Longbeards. Going deep into my line. That is not good. Do I have anything? I have some hammerers here as well, ready to resupply the main line if I need to, but at the moment my men are holding firm. The beacons are lit right there, and more of the enemy army is just simply advancing if we zoom out right now. Oh my god, that bridge is spectacular. As the fighting's going on, let's move over here and just zoom in and watch this fighting fully from back here with that enemy advance in as well. Oh no, wait. I believe that something is about to happen here. So let's turn around. There's a bit of magic about to go off. So before we do look at that, and again, just these shots right now, let's press K and let's watch this unfold right here. Because I believe, yeah, there we go. The Foot of Gork, a direct hit on my Longbeards, just scattering them, completely breaking my formation there. That was a really nice spell by my enemy. That did plenty of damage, and the giant is actually getting pushed back. So after that Foot of Gork, I believe that my men did manage to reform. That's exactly what they're doing right now, trying their best to reform. But that was an amazing Foot of Gork directly on that Longbeard unit. Didn't actually do a ton of damage, but, you know, it even left an indent in the ground. I love that. I feel like I'm literally playing Warhammer for the first time again. because this map is just absolutely amazing. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description down below as well, so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And we'll go right onto the battle line here, right down the battle line, watching the men fight hard. Oh, that dwarf just got smashed away by the savage orcs. The savage orcs are so much bigger than the Dowie right now. Giant is coming back. You can see the Arachnarok moving in the distance right there, getting closer and closer with the rest of the horde. And there are still plenty of Black Orcs. I don't think I've killed in a single Black Orc right now, so we do have to worry about that. We've got some of my own organ guns right here. Luckily, the Orcs are too dumb to use it. We've got my Grudge Thrower and my Goblobber throwing over and finding their targets in the enemy Orcs. My line does look like it's starting to break. I am actually moving back some of my hammerers. I don't want to commit them here. I do have some of my Iron Drakes though. These Iron Drakes are raring to go, raring to unleash hell. So these hammers are moving back through these Iron Drakes. And these Iron Drakes are getting ready to unleash a volley as the Arachnarok gets closer and closer. More spells being cast. I think Here We Go has just been cast by the Orc player right now. This is going to be... Yeah, Here We Go has been cast. It's such an amazing spell, especially when we're in clumped up areas like this. That is going to do plenty of damage to the enemy line. I think my line is actually still holding for now. The Iron Drakes don't unleash a hell volley of fire quite yet. The Giant is still being a huge nuisance. This one Giant has done so much HP damage to my main line. He's been fighting since the beginning. And he has finally gone down. He did take out several more Dowie on his way down though. So that was really effective there by the main line. My main line does look like it is starting to break as Wazog does form up. He's moving back, rallying the troops, giving the orders for them to move forward. And again, let's take this time to move around quickly. We'll quickly do this. Even though my camera is pretty slow, but it will speed up, don't you worry. Oh, I mean, look at that. The army's still on there. We've got the Black Orcs moving up as well. That is just insane. I mean, look at this waterfall as well coming out right there. And you got the look at all of this as well. You got the, I guess these maybe like the past kings or something like that. Let me know, about this, about the lore. I'd be interesting to find out there. And we'll follow these Orc boys who are moving up through the ranks, through the Black Orcs. Make room, maggots! I imagine that's what they're saying. Through the Savage Orc, big uns. Over my dead Dowie, who are laying slain on the ground. Wazog is just dancing. I love that. We're in the midst of battle and he is just dancing past the Arachnarok, past these routing Savage Orcs. So my Longbeards are actually managed to rout some of these guys. They are going to come back and get thrown straight away back in the combat, but they are causing a huge problem right there. At the moment, my Thunderers, I believe, are volleying. I think we might have missed the Iron Drake fire volley. That's annoying. I really wanted to show that. But we got the Thunderers shooting a brutal volley into the back as the enemy lines do decide to start breaking forward. As the Savage Orcs break my main line, I thought it'd be best, even if I do take up my own, kill some of my own Dowie, it'd be best just to start shooting these guys in the back as my Longbeards do start getting surrounded. They are sending plenty of Savage Orcs back into the Abyss though, and routing them off the field of battle. If we press K as we fight under this awesome skull, you can see plenty of these Savage Orcs are coming back, but they're extremely wounded right now as the Giant lays dead on the ground. This is truly, I think this is literally the best battle of Warhammer on my channel, hands down right now. And it's not even very strategic, it's just the sheer cinematic value right now is mind-blowing. My Longbeards are surrounded. Nowhere for them to run. But again, they will fight hard and fight to the end. Ungrim is watching them. Cheering them on. Because Ungrim knows his time will come. And oh my god. I'll say it now. Some people might have already clicked off, but it's their loss. in a second, or towards the end of a battle, Ungrim has a insane encounter. Like, you have to watch until the end if you've made it this far, because what happens to Ungrim is just awesome, and I couldn't have planned it at all. It just kind of happened and it was amazing. So make sure to keep an eye out for that as we continue to fight these savage orcs. More of the orc army is moving up. I think this is maybe like a demon prince head. Like, that would make sense, I think, but I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, as I said, let me know. I love as well how these Dowie banners are tattered as well. More savage orcs are moving up. There's just an endless green tide. Oh, the boar biggins are coming in, and I think that's going to be enough to finish off my main line here. Luckily, though, I have the oh my god! Oh my lord! The artillery has opened up now. We have the cannons. I'm going to stick it on slow-mo really quickly, just so we can fully appreciate what is just happening now. I have the cannons over here unleashing hell right now. The cannon, Ungrim has given the order now that they are open, now that the Dowie are clear of friendly fire. The cannon can shoot out. So we have that cannon shooting. We have this goblobber shooting. We have these cannon shooting. And I believe we also have another rock lobber right here. These guys are going to be shooting hard on the enemy line. And of course, we have Ungrim leading the men forward. We have the Bugman's Rangers shooting at these savage orc boys as they slowly get closer and closer to Ungrim. And Ungrim is going to charge forward. Ungrim does not give two fucks. If he is to, if this is to end in fire, then we shall all burn together. And that's also a reference to what happens to him later as well. They're going to charge into the Slayers. But the Slayers do not give two fucks. They will advance forward as more artillery, more crossbow fire comes flying out as the rest of the Orc army does push across the bridge of Karak Kadrin. Ungrim does get pushed to the ground, but he is going to fight hard. He is going to lead his men to victory from the front, as any dwarf should be. The Arachnarok is moving in now. It is under plenty of fire from my rangers. It's got goblobbers and rocks being shot at it as well. However, the Arachnarok does not give two fucks, and it's just going to tear through my Bugman's rangers right there. It's going to continue to getting shot, but yeah, as I said, it does not give two fucks right now. The artillery is still shooting into the side as the advance does. By the looks of it, Ungrim has managed to slay him, and we've also got the Iron Drakes right now unleashing a burst of fire, trying to burn this Arachnarok as best as they can. This one Bugsman's Rangers just charging in. I rate him massively. Where are the Iron Drakes? So we're going to shoot again. I mean, just look at this field of battle right now as we've got the Giant moving in, destroying these Bugman's Rangers, smashing in the front line. And again, I said, this is just supposed to be a fun cinematic battle. So, obviously if it was more serious, I would have brought back these Bugman Rangers behind my line. But this is more for fun and just, just show you guys how cool the cinematic shots do look of this map. I have my regiment of renowned here. Who are these guys? These are Longbeards of great weapons, I guess. The Grumbling Guard, I love that name. That is awesome. The cannons are still shooting as well. One has been taken out, but the rest of them is still shooting. How's the Arachnarok doing? Still alive right now. But yeah, as I said, just look at this battlefield. The gates of Karak Kadrin, the stairs. It'd be awesome if you could actually mount these stairs and fight right up to the gate. That'd remind me of like the war in the north in the Lord of the Rings, where you have like when you have a Dane fighting to the end in the gates. Wazog has moved up here. I think Wazog, how do you pronounce it? Apologies if I'm butchering it. My pronunciation is always appalling. Ungrim himself, though, is fighting against these savage orcs, dismantling 4 or 5 of them at a time. He does not care. He's got plenty of health still left remaining. And he's going to be right at home as well as the artillery comes in. However, we've got Black Orcs joining the party. And that is not good. Whenever Black Orcs decide to join the party, you know it's going to be a dangerous fight. The Arachnarok, though, I believe, is starting to dwindle. It is actually routing. It still does have a decent amount of health, but it is starting to go down. The Giant has just been slain. It trampled several of my men on the way down. But my Hammerers should be right at home here, fighting hard with their huge, absolutely huge hammers. They should be more than capable of dealing with what is still here. We'll keep on going down the battle line as we just go past this dead giant. The Black Orcs coming right into the side of my hammerers. That is going to be great for them. Absolutely amazing. I believe my Slayers are now getting around the flank, opening up another battle. Bugsman Rangers are also doing that. The dead giant laying there. This is just such an awesome, awesome, awesome battle. If we press K, you can see that Ungrim has actually found himself in the middle of Black Orcs with silver experience. He's got Savage Orc Big Guns and Black Orcs right here. That is extremely dangerous for Ungrim, and he's going to start dropping health fairly quickly. As well as that, Ungrim sent a force to the far left here of Longbeards with some Bugman's Rangers to try and stop any advance coming in over here, like any, you know, advance which wants to join the main fight. This main line of Longbeards are going to try their best, being supported by Ungrim, some of Bugman's Rangers, sorry. And they're going to be fighting these Savage Orcs as well as we go back to the main fight. As well as that, we've got a few cannons left, which are still going to be joining the fight. The Iron Breakers, I believe, are now being pushed into the main engagement as well. But as you can see, Ungrim is dropping low. I really want to watch Ungrim from now on. As the explosives, this unit gets charged down, and I actually have a runesmith chasing it down, so it was hilarious to watch. We also have some Slayers moving up as well. It was just hilarious to see that unit run as they chase them. Some of the Slayers will slow it down quickly just to watch, because we haven't only got a couple minutes left in this battle, so I want to try and make the most of it, and I can't wait until I fight. If you guys get a replay of this map, and you have like a 2v2 or a 3v3 or a 4v4, then please do feel free to send it in to me. These Black Orcs fighting my Slayers as they charge in to the engagement. That looks so sick. Decapitating the Black Orcs, that is not an easy task. My runesmith is up here. But if we go back now and watch Ungrim's final stand here, there is, by looks of it, there is no way for him to escape this engagement right now. He is surrounded. This is what I was talking about earlier. There is no hope in sight whatsoever. I'm trying to get Ungrim out of there now, and he is just not budging. The Black Orcs are way too strong. They are surrounding him. If you can't see him, he's right here. But my only way here now was to throw the satchels. That cleared a path for Ungrim to get the hell out of there. And that's exactly what Ungrim did. I can't even find him now. The explosions are too heavy. There you go. There he makes a break for it through the fire and the flames. If this is to end in fire, then we shall all burn together. So if we look at Ungrim was down to pretty much no health whatsoever. We can actually probably see, can probably see right there if we press I, is it? I believe it's I. Yeah, he was down to 400 health. He was going to die any second, and he somehow managed to get out with the help of the Iron Breakers with their satchel charges. I thought that was just so epic. There was no way of him getting out of there, you know, so he had to kind of take the satchel charges and just try his best to survive. And I thought that just turned out so well. Absolutely amazing. So the main line is going off right now. The Savage Orcs and Black Orcs are pushing hard over the Goblobbers. The bridge seems so long ago now that we were fighting hard for it. The Iron Breakers are moving in, and the Iron Breakers are an elite force. As well as still continues just to send my men flying. The Iron Drakes haven't really done too much so far this battle. Maybe they can have a few shots into the enemy line. If we go over here, you can see the Great Weapon, the Grumbling Guard moving up. Also got some Iron Breakers around here as well, and they still have a huge part to play in the side of the Savage Orcs right now. They're going to be pushing in round the flank, trying to kind of surround these Savage Orcs as best as they can. And they're going to be doing something pretty disgusting in a second, because you may have noticed that I haven't really used many satchels so far this battle, giving me a huge reserve of satchels with these Iron Breakers. And these Black Orcs are ripe for the picking any second now when they do decide to throw it out. The main battle line is pushing in. The Iron Breakers are moving in along with the support of, what's this hammer? Is this 8-peak guard? Oh, here we go. And that satchel charge just ripped through the Black Orcs. A lot of them are getting up, but that did so much HP damage right there. And they're going to continue to charge in, clearing out, routing a huge amount of the Orcs. You can see the Black Orcs' weapons just going flying in the air. The Peak Guard moving in as well to support them. The men surrounding. And Ungrim is still alive. He is rallying his men from a distance. You know, he is the king. He gave an oath to his people to be king. So even though he is a slayer, he does not want to do it. And there we go. A Pyrrhic victory as we just continue to move over. I want to quickly move over here. So let's speed up the camera a little bit, because I want to take a look at the amount of dead laying at the edge of the bridge. I mean, look at this. Look how many men are dead here, along with the giants. That looks so sick. And then we'll finally go look over at the soldiers who are over here. And then we'll end the battle and go check out the stats, see who got kills, and see who did the best. So again, what an amazing battle that was. If you enjoyed this, as I said throughout the video, make sure to drop a like and a comment, because I don't normally do Warhammer. So if you want to see more Warhammer, then let me know. You want to see more maps like this, drop a comment and a like down below letting me know. So my Dwarven warriors did pretty good, considering they were my front guard. My artillery did pretty good. Oh my god, this grudge thrower got 336 kills. Lots of grudges were settled today. My slayer's doing pretty good. Anyone else really stepping it up? I mean, a lot of these units didn't lose too many men towards the end. My runesmith doing good. Ungrim himself getting a nice amount of kills, considering he is just one man, or one dwarf I should say. If we look at the Orc farm, that was the guy's name, Shellshock M3. Massive thank you for him for helping me out with this battle. Yeah, the giant got 108 kills. That's pretty impressive. And these Black Orcs, considering they joined the battle kind of late, did really, really good. So make sure to go download this map, check it out. Send me in any replays you get of anything you play on, any custom maps. Send them into my email in the description of the video. And I'll see you guys next time. And many a grudge was settled today.